Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Final Fantasy IX, and we are going to finish up the Black Mage Village section for now. So what we need to do is, we've got all but one treasure that we can get. There's only one that we can't get at the moment. So we can get that before we leave. We come over here and we see Vivi running off. We know Vivi's learning about the Black Mage Cemetery. So come over here and talk to number 288. Became aware one day, each under different circumstances. Like, do you remember being born? No, not particularly. Same with them. Like, one day they are just going to be sentient. And in this case, there was a human body covered in blood next to him. So he just killed someone. Because remember, black mages are used as weapons of war, so he just kind of became cognizant right after killing someone. We heard about this village after roaming around for a while. That's how I ended up here. Now we can talk to him, but he says nothing of value. So I'm gonna come back into town. I love how the cemetery is silent. It's like it stops playing the Black Mage Village theme. It's like, that's kind of neat that it's, you know, that cognizant. So Vivi's here at the inn. Looks like he was crying. Yeah, what's going on? The Black Mages all seem pretty nice. And Quina shows back up, apparently complaining about the food. I love how when everyone walks in, specifically, it looks like when Garnet walks in, everyone else just turns and faces away from her. It's like all of the other, like, these guys are just like, yeah, nope, we're not involved. We don't know who you are. I am going to say I find it kind of ridiculous, the fact that these black mages live in a hidden village where only other black mages can come, without, you know, having to follow a black mage or sneak in or something. But they tend to welcome black mages in with open arms, you know, to become members of the village. But they have an inn. You don't... Does anyone else see that's... Alright, so Vivi's heading off in the night. Zidane makes a quip about it to give Darnet and Zidane some alone time, trying to figure things out for himself. Think about it. Vivi's never met black mages like himself before. This is true. The only black mages up until now that he met are the drones. Maybe he'll find what he's looking for, which is a place to call home. I love this voiceover between Zidane and Garnet. How the conversation happens, where we're seeing Vivi just kind of looking around on his own, but we're seeing their conversation about the situation. How about a bedtime story? Let's see. Once upon a time, there was a man who didn't know where he came from. At this point, Garnet realizes that Zidane's not teasing her. He's trying to tell her his story. Because remember, Zidane's not normal. He's got a tail, and he transforms differently in trance. Like, he goes Super Saiyan and gets covered in fur. No other human seems to do that. He wanted to know more about himself, his parents, the house he was born in. He left home of his adoptive father and went on a quest to find the answer. His only clue is a blue light. That's actually a really vague clue. He thought it might be a memory of his birthplace. An ocean, maybe. Did he find it? You're jumping ahead. Like, do you want me... This is like the scene from The Princess Bride. Do you want me to tell the story or not? Alright, we can skip ahead. No, he never found it. How could he? His only clue was a blue light. Like, went back to the home of his adoptive father. What do you think his father did when he came home? Welcomed him home? No way. Father raised his fist and beat the son. Oh, that's... We know that this is Baku. Zidane's telling his story about him and Baku. Like, Baku kind of sounds like an ass. Like, the father smiled after beating up his son. Can you believe that? He just gave his son a beating. But this is what the man thought when he saw his father smile. This is my home. This is the place I call home. The man is still looking for his birthplace, but he already has a home. Maybe it's the same for Vivi. He's looking for a place to call home. Wonder if... Yeah, I can't imagine Vivi wanting to leave at this point. I mean, it's a village of people like him. But now we get to see the conversation between Vivi and 288. I was wondering how many people have stopped moving. I mean, you're very kind to use our words, but you already know that what it means to live and die. You're asking about our friends who died, not stopped. So 288 kind of knows life and death. 7 have stopped functioning recently. That's... I think our lifespan is limited. Well, I mean, all life is limited unless you're an immortal. Which is a whole other, you know, curse into itself. Most of us stop moving 1 year after production. It's a really short time frame. And apparently he hasn't shared his theory with any of the other members. I don't know, fear? I don't want to stop. But living in the village, everyone fills me with... See, that's the thing. It's like he has a home. The joy of living with them outweighs the fear of death. Isn't it the same for you? Traveling with your friends gives your life meaning. It's true. You find something to give meaning, and then you don't have to worry about the negatives. Yeah, I think that's what you're looking for. Okay, so apparently this Black Mage is talking to Darn It. So I guess it's not Darn It that they dislike. I guess it's just when all of us are around talking, they're like, oh, we should probably give them their privacy. So we found out that there's something about Kuja seeing a white dragon in the blocked off section of Conde Peak. So... And there's a secret about the source of the mist. Interesting. Alright, where is Vivi? If Vivi says he's staying behind, Vivi comes rushing in. Wait for me? Okay, well. Everyone in the village asked me to see the outside world and to tell them about it. And Zidane's like, as much as I like having you around, Vivi, kinda hoping to get some one-on-one time with the hot princess. So, but of course we forgot about... Zidane forgot about Queena, so... To Conde Pete and to the Sanctuary. Alright, so, now we can get the one last item that the village has to offer. First off, I'm going to buy a couple of things. We are going to buy another mithril dagger. We need one of those. I could buy another stardust rod, and I'm gonna buy another magic armlet. They're not really worthwhile. I'll buy another Lamia's tiara. We have a magician's cloak, and we've got survival vests. Survival vest is better than what Vivi's got. What does Vivi have? I mean, it's better for defense, but... So, what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. And we see these two guys outside now. What we want to do is we actually want to eavesdrop. So, we come up here, from the top level of the synthesis shop along the rooftops. Come here, and we're going to lean over and just listen to their conversation. Heard Mr. 163 ask for the usual the other day. What do you mean by the usual? Oh no, it must be something very special. So, we don't know what the usual is. So, I don't know. But we're gonna go ask for it. And then we're gonna go synthesize. I could have just synthesized things there, but while we were dealing with that. But we come up here and ask for, give me the usual. And I love how he's a little like, the usual for you? What is your usual? Okay, well, we come up here and we're gonna steal his stuff. That's the usual. We're gonna steal a black belt. This is a missable item too, so if you don't do it at this point, or I don't remember what the cutoff point to it is, but there is a cutoff point to getting that item. So you want to make sure you get it. And then we're going to do some synthesis. We can make a rune tooth, which we're going to do. We're not going to use the rune tooth because we need to use the gladius for now. So I think it looks like Vivi's got a silk robe. So anything that we have that we need to make more of. We could make a coral ring, but we don't really need that. Really wish we could make a beret. Oh, we can make another maiden's ring. That was what the Stardust Rod was for. We can make a set of another set of fairy earrings. We can make the extension. That's actually one we are going to make. Which I think I just used my only lamiest here. I thought I bought a second one. And then there's an anklet to make the reflect ring, but I don't know how to make the anklet. Or to get an anklet. Alright, so let's equip. We are going to actually equip Zidane with the Gladius so that we can finish learning Lucky number 7 and also learn Annoy. The Rune Tooth just gives us Lucky 7, which, you know, it also raises our attack by a ridiculous amount. Oh, so I do have okay, so I did have that. The magic armlet can only be equipped by magic users. Zidane cannot use it. And I don't think it really affects anything else other than magic stats. So, her case lowers spirit, but raises magic evade. We are going to put that on Vivi. We need to put the Magician Cloak on Queena, because that's actually worthwhile for Queena, and then we can equip that. And then, oh, what do you need to learn? You need to learn Counter with the Ritual Hat. Okay. And we can put some stuff. I'm not going to put anything important on you because we'll learn Millionaire. Why not? That gives us more money. Not that we need more money. We are going to learn Level Up on you. That lowers your spirit again, but... And is there anything else that you need to learn? Nope. Vivi, however, needs the Black Belt, because Demi is a very powerful ability that can make some fights a world easier to deal with. Yeah, let's raise your defense just a little bit. That's fine. We can go with that. And I think that's about all we need to deal with in terms of everyone's equipment. Oh, I can finish... do I have anything that's teaching me Counter? Oh, Power Belt. Okay, so yeah, I don't need to worry about that. That's fine. Unless I want to put a Diamond on to learn Body Temp and Distract, or Clear-Headed, or Level Up in Body Temp. There's actually a lot of things that I need to learn. Specifically Body Temp. So, I might do that. It lowers my stats, but it lowers some stat. No, I'll keep it, because Spirit's actually important for stealing. So, alright. That's everything to do here in this village. So we're going to go save it, since we are able to leave now. And on the upside is, anytime you want to come back to the Black Mage Village, which I know we have to come back here once for story. Alright, so Queen is not there anymore for the egg. I don't know if we could talk to the other person, if they'd give us anything worthwhile. Alright, so letter from Stiltskin. Have we already read this one? Becoming familiar with the geography of the outer continent, my next destination is Conde Pete. Well, okay, I think we've seen that one. So we are going to save, and then we are going to head back to Conde Pete. Because we need to see if we can get into that blocked off section. So, save it there. That's really the Maiden Ring is what you want to try to get in the fossil rue excavation area. I got one, but like I said, you can get multiples. Using them for some of the synthesis items later on is going to be the biggest thing. But we already have one, and we can, by the time we can make more of them for what we're going to need, we'll be fine. So, we're going to hop on our Chocobo. I love the Chocobo, but I really like the overworld theme so much better. I wish there was a way to toggle them on or off. So, unfortunately there's not, but we have our Chocobo. We're going to dismount, and then we're going to go back to Conde Pete and see what we can see. Alright, what do we got? What's the plan, guys? Sanctuary is on the other side of the valley. Leading there is guarded by dwarf, and twin dwarves block the way from the right side. Okay. Just try to go as far as we can. Alright, so what we need to do is go talk to the twin dwarves outside of the shops. And they'll give us a little bit of information as to what's going on. And then we can go from there. So we go talk to you. Only those who have received the ceremony can pass. What ceremony? Speak to His Holiness. And, okay, where's he? Like, I don't know. Like, you're beyond helpful, sir. Thank you. Alright, so we come up here. And I believe that's His Holiness. No? Or is it you? I think it's you. No? I don't know where His Holiness is. You guys look different because you're wearing, you know, various robes and such, but... You, maybe? Yes, you! David Heavengard. Yeah, what are you doing in the hallway? Priest has much to worry about. We want to get past this village. Only those who undergo the ceremony can approach the sanctuary. Yeah, so tell us what the ceremony is. After men and women are blessed in holy union... Oh, so you gotta get married. And a honeymoon. So if we go to the sanctuary... Okay, so... The goal now is to get married. Yeah, that's the deal. We can go if we get hitched, but there's no way we would actually... What? What? The ceremony is only for dwarves, you see? There's so few young folk nowadays. We're down to 99 couples. So it looks like the dwarf population is dwindling. So we're gonna go get married. That's what's happening. We are going to get married. Serpent, the spirits of the mountain, spirits of the wood. And Zidane's like, how did I get here? As they begin their journey, gotta do the ceremony to get past the village. Only guy and girl can have the ceremony. And a flashback before the ceremony, and Zidane's trying to get it past her head. It's like, you want to get married. That's not reason enough. I like how Dagger is pushing Zidane into marriage. This is cute. She's supposed to get angry and say no way. In sickness and in health, of course we're just trying to get past it. I love how he's trying to rationalize it. It's like getting married in Vegas. It's not real. It doesn't matter. Or could it be that she likes me? Gotta admit, I was pretty deep that night in the Black Mage village. Yeah, totally. It was because you were deep, and not because she's just trying to get through. Like, now we're man and wife. Time for the kiss. And fail. Zidane fails. Alright, now we need to announce our joining to the twins at the gate, and they'll let us out. So, time for us newlyweds to make the rounds. Remember, we're only married while we're here. Bliss is so fleeting. What are we supposed to do? You guys trying to ruin our honeymoon? Yeah, we can't really just leave them there. Alright, so we can either suggest, first let's go see the twins, or why don't you guys get married too. For now, I'm going to actually end this episode here, and I will see you guys in the next installment, where we're probably going to suggest that Vivi and Queena get married on their own as well. So I'll see you guys in the next installment. Till then, later everyone.